The key to being consistent with your blogging is having a plan and making sure that you're dedicated, committed, engaged, and having a plan for all the right reasons. So whether it's to make money or personal branding, or it's just part of your business, or it's part of your ability to network with other people. And consistency can mean different things to different people. For me, because I'm a writer and I like to write and I'm interested in a lot of different things, it means blogging 5 or 6 times a week. And I like it, and I carve out the time. Now, some of the time is 6 o'clock in the morning before everybody wakes up in my house, and some of it is late at night. For other people, it might be once a week where they just have deep thoughts that they want to write about when they have the time. For some people, it's 2 or 3 times a week. And it really comes down to what you can handle and what feels right. And at the end of the day, what that does, it sets expectations. It sets expectations personally, because you know that I'm going to do it twice a week, and it becomes almost like going to the gym. It just becomes a force of habit. And as important for your readers, they know what to expect as well. So they know that twice a week they're going to get some great stuff from you, or 5 times a week. And that's a much better way to go than blogging 5 times and then not blogging for 3 weeks and then coming back and blogging 5 times. And it becomes inconsistent, and after a while your readers lose interest, you kind of lose your motivation because you're all over the place, and it doesn't work. So I think you just have to stay consistent throughout and just stick to your plan. Ideas for bloggers is a constant battle because you feel like you have to produce. And I think part of my solution to coming up with ideas is using online and off-telling tools. So I'm a bit old school in the sense that I clip things out of the newspapers. I have a Moleskine that I write notes in. When ideas strike me, I write things on pieces of paper that I stuff in my pocket. So I'm always on the lookout for ideas. I'm always talking to people, and if they say something interesting, I sort of jot it down. And I use some online tools. So I use Google Alerts to send me stuff that I'm interested in. I use Twitter as much as a way to broadcast, but a way to generate ideas and to see what other people are talking about and to read what other people are suggesting are good blog posts or good articles. I use a tool called Evernote. It's sort of like a bookmarking tool. Delicious is a big way for me to sort of remember things. StumbleUpon is another tool. So there's a variety of techniques that I use, but I'm always idea cultivating. I have right now, I think I'm writing 4 blogs on a consistent basis, which is a lot. So as you can imagine, it's got to rush in. So if it's in the middle of the night and I have a good idea, I write it down. If I'm having dinner, I write it down. If I'm in a meeting, I'll write it down. So you always want to make sure that you don't let those good ideas escape because you say, well, I'll mark them down later, because you won't, you'll forget. And Facebook and Twitter are kind of like, if blogging is like dinner, Facebook and Twitter are like dessert. So blogging has substance. It allows you to offer perspective, insight, opinion, commentary. And I think at the end of the day, that's where the meat is. And I'm a big believer in the fact that Facebook and Twitter are distractions, and they have value, but blogging is a great way of establishing your personal brand. It's where people can really understand who you are and what you think. And that if it's an important part if blogging is an important part of your overall personal and sort of corporate plan, then do blogging, focus on blogging. And Facebook and Twitter can be nice ways to support your blogging efforts. So for me, what I do is a lot of my blog posts, I'll use Facebook, Twitter, and other methods as broadcasting and distribution tools. And then they also are, there's other ways that you can use them, but those other things support blogging, not the other way around.